Good morning, friends. Brand new week, brand new story, and brand new vocabulary. So, the first word in our new stories, and we're reading three stories this next section that go with all of these words. So, the first vocabulary word is tumbling, and that means falling and rolling suddenly. And in Spanish, it means caerse, to fall. The next vocabulary word is peacefully, which means calmly, not fighting. And in Spanish, the word is tranquilamente. And in the word, if you can see it, it's tranquil, right? Means calm. The next one is blazed, which is burned or shined brightly. And in Spanish is arder, empty, not full. And in Spanish is vacío. Stream is flowing water like a small river. And in Spanish is el arroyo. Tangled, twisted, and mixed up. Think of all of Mrs. G's yarn in the classroom, right? And in Spanish is enredado. Flung, which means you threw something hard. And in Spanish is arrojar. And then swift is fast. And in Spanish is rápido. And in the word, if you can see it, it means rapid, right? Which means fast. So today's story has no pictures. Sometimes Mrs. G reads you these. So you have to focus on listening. You're going to have 4 questions to answer in your notebook at the end. But I will keep them up here. This way you can pause the video and look at the questions and listen to the story too. All right. So it says, there's no picture, so I can't show you. It says, long ago in Malaysia, little mouse deer lived peacefully in the jungle. Then one day, Tiger came to the jungle. His fur coat blazed with orange and black stripes. His giant roar shook leaves from the trees. All the animals were afraid of him, but not little mouse deer. One day, Tiger caught little mouse deer. He said, "My tummy is empty. I think I will eat you for my breakfast." Thinking quickly, little mouse deer said, "Oh, it is too bad you didn't catch my brother. He was just here with me a moment ago, but a great big tiger came and took him away." "What?" Tiger roared. "That cannot be. I am the only tiger in this land." "I am certain that you are not," little mouse deer replied, "for I just saw another tiger run off with my brother in the direction of the stream. He is a big tiger too, much bigger than you." This angered Tiger even more. "Show me to the stream, little mouse deer," he demanded. "I will teach that tiger who is king." "Certainly," said little mouse deer, "but I am small and slow. That great tiger would surely outrun us. Perhaps you should carry me." Tiger agreed to carry little mouse deer. Soon they arrived at the stream. "What is the meaning of this?" Tiger demanded. "There is no tiger here." "That is because he is hiding in the stream," said little mouse deer. "Go look and you will see him." Tiger stepped close to the stream and looked down. "There he is!" Little mouse deer pointed down at the water. "He's hiding there in the stream! And see, he has my brother with him." There in the stream, Tiger saw another tiger holding another little mouse deer. He was too angry to realize that the other tiger was only his what? Yeah, reflection in the water. He flung little mouse deer aside and pounced on what he thought was the other tiger. He splashed into the water. The swift stream sent him tumbling over rocks and rapids until he got tangled in a big pile of branches. Little mouse deer ran away, and Tiger never bothered the animals in that part of the jungle again. So I like reading these stories because what I want you to focus on when Mrs. G or Mrs. Island reads stories without pictures is the reader's expression, the person who's reading it. How are they reading it? So your expression needs to change to show what the different characters are feeling. So if I'm rereading to tell you, my tummy is empty. I think I will eat you for my breakfast. if I was reading that like that the first time in the voice of the tiger, that doesn't sound so scary. So sometimes you have to reread something when you notice that there is quotations and somebody's reading it, whether they're angry or whispering. So those are things that we have to notice when we're reading. I'm going to show you the questions for you to answer. It's magic. All right, so the name of the story was Tiger in the Water, a folktale from Malaysia, and we'll talk about folktales. Number one, what is the setting of the story? You don't have to rewrite the question. I just want you to answer the question in your notebook in a complete sentence. You can also answer these orally, like on a Flipgrid, so you don't have to write it down, you just answer it. So how would we reword this question to answer in a complete question? Right? You say the setting of the story is, all right, number two, compare how Little Mouse Deer, and if you'll notice, I wrote LMD, so I wouldn't have to keep on writing Little Mouse Deer because his name is pretty long, feels about the tiger to how the other animals feel. So you're going to compare and contrast. Little Mouse Deer or LMD feels this about the tiger and the other animals feel this, okay? Number three, what does LMD, again, that's Little Mouse Deer, do when the tiger catches him? And then four, why wasn't LMD afraid of the tiger at the beginning of the story? All right, so that's it for reading today. I miss you guys.